I'm the best. You there?
At your service, sir.
Gauge heads-up display.
Check.
Portal preferences from home interface. All right, what do you say?
I have indeed been uploaded, sir. We're online and ready.
We start the virtual walk-around?
Importing preferences and calibrating virtual environment.
Do a check on control surfaces. Yeah, tell you what, do a weather and ATC check, start listening in on ground control.
Sir, there are still terabytes of calculations needed before an actual flight.
Sometimes you gotta run before you can walk.
It appears that it's super fly.
Duly noted.
Drop your socks and grab your Crocs. We're about to get wet on this ride. We're about to get wet on this ride. Nice work, guys. Excellent. Good team effort all around. Go. You and Banner better not be clean hide the zucchini. Just going to start off with 1% thrust capacity. In 3, 2, 1.
I am a generational member of a ruling bloodline family. Every so often, as per the directives of the law of our Creator, a brief window of opportunity opens whereby a select handful of our family are required to make communication with our subjects and offer you the chance to ask us any questions you would like answered. I am double bound in this duty. It is required of me by the law of our Creator to offer this opportunity to you at this time, though I am also bound by the law of free will and by family oaths, that there is only so much I am able to say. Let's be clear about one thing though. All of this physical life incarnation is very intricate and skillfully designed as a game, whereby the one infinite Creator plays the game of forgetting who it is so that it can learn to remember, and in doing so experience and know itself as a creator, all the way down to us tiny individuated sparks of the all that is. Offstage, or between lives, we call 0 point time or antimatter universe. As incarnated human beings, we, all of us, you as souls, and us are great friends, brothers and sisters in the one. Now, between lives, we all have a great laugh about the parts we have performed in the play, to look forward to and have great fun preparing the next chapters to act out. I hope that during the above answer, I have adequately covered your question on what is our interpretation of good versus evil. If not, please say and I will go into more detail. Can you elaborate on the coming harvest, and what exactly do you mean by harvest? When you speak of the harvest, it has echoes of chaos Gnosticism in the sense that we are divine souls trapped in the physical world, continuously reincarnated into flesh until the time that we reach such a level of spiritual gnosis that we are able to avoid being reincarnated in our next cycle. Is this the foundation of your belief? Another excellent and very insightful question, thank you. The higher the quality of the question, the more depth I can give to your answer. It all has to do with the laws of confusion and free will. Yes, the noonday winter solstice sun of December 21st, 2012 is the time when the Lord of the Harvest shall return. You might know him as Nibiru. Read up on the Mayan prophecies and calendar events for more detail upon how the actual galactic and universal cycles work. The travelers who gave them this information were the same ones who visited the civilization of Atlantis. The Mayans used that information by creating with the positive vibration of the polarity. The Atlanteans opted for the negative. Yes, to answer your question, there is much truth in some of the ancient Gnostic texts, though there are also distortions. The information is not pure, it came through many filters. You are indeed what you call divine souls. You are sparks or seeds of the one infinite creator. You are life itself, or light, remembering and learning who you really are. We came here to help you do this. And yes, currently you are trapped, or more accurately, quarantined within the matter of this planet that you call Earth. You can thank your creator Yahweh for that. You are the offspring or individuations of his group soul or social memory complex. Macrocosmically speaking, you are Yahweh. The karmic effect of his imprisoning us in his astral planes also has an impact upon you. I cannot be more specific on this without impinging upon the law of confusion. You must work it out for yourselves. As for the question of can I elaborate on the coming harvest? Yes, and I shall do so now. Your planet abides by the laws of the creation of your galactic logos. The galaxy runs on cycles of time known as the precession of the equinoxes, and as I said, seek the Mayan calendar for a deeper insight as to how the galaxy runs. It is highly accurate. But for the purpose of this discourse, I will give a brief overview. The Maya use an astrological cycle called the precession of the equinoxes. This is a 26,000-year cycle in which the Earth transits through each of the 12 signs of the zodiac for about 2,152 years each. Each of these astrological ages represents 1 month of the grand cosmic year. This Mayan cycle also corresponds to a 26,000-year relationship of the Sun, or solar logos, orbiting Alcyone, the central star of our Seven Sisters Pleiades constellation. The end of this cycle heralds literally a new world age and a new creation, a new heaven and a new earth, and it is the time of the great harvest. Smaller cycles yield a harvest, and then life continues on the planet as normal. Great cycles yield a great harvest, and the end of current life on the third density. See it as a kind of cosmic jet wash and deep clean, while the planet takes a rest and regenerates herself. When this life cycle ends, all things shall pass away, and all things shall be made new. Collectively, humanity right now is growing and developing into beings you have long been encoded to be. Yet, as with any labor, it is not the mother or the baby who is in charge. It is the primal process of birth itself, unfolding its own destiny. So, December 21st, 2012 AD is not the day where all of a sudden the lights go out and everything will suddenly change. Rather, we are now in the process of this transition from one world age to the next. The changes are underway and will continue steadily accelerating as we head towards the culminating date. Every day from that point is reckoned by the number of days passed since the event of this cosmic beginning point. Within the 5,125-year cycle lies 13 smaller cycles, known as the 13 Baktun count, or the long count. Each Baktun cycle lasts for 394 years, or 144,000 days. Each Baktun has its own historical age within the Great Creation Cycle, with a specific destiny for the evolution of those who incarnated within each Baktun. Planet Earth and her inhabitants are currently traveling through the 13th Baktun cycle, the final period of approximately the years 1618 to 2012 AD. This cycle is known both as the triumph of materialism and the transformation of matter. On the 13th Baktun, December solstice sun will be found in the band of the Milky Way directly in the position of the dark rift in the galaxy, forming an alignment between the galactic plane and the solstice meridian. We are about to enter into a literal alignment of the cosmic, galactic, solar, and lunar planes. This is an event that has slowly converged over a period of thousands of years and is caused by the precession of the equinoxes, kind of like a turning of the universal gears. It brings about the great harvest and the return of the Lord of the harvest. And the planet will complete its ascension to the fourth density, the vibrational density of love. During this ascension, there will be a three-way split for those souls inhabiting Earth. Those of the predominantly negative polarity will accompany us as we graduate through the negative, or service to self, harvest. We, Lucifer, will create a new fourth density Earth based on the negative self-service polarity. We must work off our own part of the negative karmic effect incurred from the negativity created on this planet. Once we have done so, we will be released to once again assume our place as sixth density guardians and teachers of wisdom throughout the galaxy. Those of the predominantly positive polarity, love and light, will ascend to a beautiful new fourth density Earth, where you will begin to work upon your learning and demonstrating of love and compassion. It will be a very beautiful and golden age. The fourth density begins to open you up to your true powers as a unique, individualized aspect of the one infinite creator. You will perform works and wonders of the like of the one you call Jesus promised that you would do, and even greater things than these. It will be a very magical time for you. For the majority of the humans on the Earth who could be considered, shall we say, lukewarm, they will experience a period of what will feel ecstatic, zero-point time, where you will feel totally at one with the Creator, giving you an encouraging reminder and glimpse of who you really are before the veil of forgetfulness once again descends upon you, and you will be transported to another third-density planet, a kind of Earth replica, to continue working upon yourselves and learning that life here is all about making choices. You will remain quarantined, incarnating in third-density matter until the time of the next harvest. in which time you will need to have proved to yourselves that you have learned how to be more positive beings, focused more upon being of service to others rather than seeking only to serve yourself. When you can do this, and the next harvest comes, you will have earned the right to join us and enjoy your inheritance as a member of the galactic community, and you will sit with us as brothers and sisters of the One. You mentioned Alcyone. It's very interesting. There's a celestial map of it on the Hoover Dam. There's also a compass framed by signs of the zodiac. Indeed. Just like in Hollywood productions, we hide the truth right out in the wide open. What humanity is offered as science fiction, more often than not, is actually science fact. What do the winged statues commissioned by the US government guarding the entrance at the dam really represent? Is any of this collection of celestial wisdom found there connected to your Luciferian alien equinox transformation agenda? That is actually very simple. You'll note that the feet point directly downward toward the earth, and the hands and wingtips point directly up to the sky. The life force energy flows into the human mind, body, and soul complex from the earth up through the feet. The intelligent energy from the infinite creator flows down from above and in through the crown chakra. The wings represent our, or Lucifer's, inherent divinity. You'll also notice that the figure is seated. The seat of our power connects heaven and earth, and all things must pass through us. Other questions I have, and sorry if you explained this, are these bloodlines the wealthy, as most assume, or seemingly ordinary people, including celebrities, politicians, etc., blending in with society, going relatively unnoticed, yet contributing to your cause in the grander scheme of things? The names that you know have no real power. Sure, they appear to have lots of power in the way that earthbound souls perceive power. Our wealth makes the million and billionaire celebs and corporate bigwigs look like child's pocket money. Our wealth is family wealth, which is passed down through the generations over thousands of years. True wealth, however, is knowing deep in your heart that you and your infinite creator are one. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, infinite creator, and all these things shall be added unto you. So part of this question could also be, are all of them aware that they are part of this bloodline? Or are some members oblivious to this connection that they have? Or are they informed of this at a particular age? For example, how and at what age are you told that you belong? Yes, if you are bloodline, family, you are born into it, and you are raised this way from birth. There is no other way. I want to be clear on this bloodline issue. The ones you know, they are of earthly lineage. Yes, they have their place in the family, but the real power lines do not originate from this plane. Does it alleviate the negativity that we've perpetuated? No. Does it alleviate the pain and suffering that we have caused and are causing upon the planet? No. Does it alleviate that we are closing our endgame scenario and soon to openly come out and offer publicly to save the failing political and financial institutions with our esteemed leadership? No. Does that mean that you should give into and feed the negativity? No. Does it alleviate that we will have to spend a cycle in karmic restitution to balance the lifetime of overt negativity? No. Does it mean that you should use the negativity as the tool that it is to show you that which you are not? Yes. Remember always that this is a beautiful game that we are playing here and co-creating with each other and our infinite creator, and that off stage, or between lives, we are the very best of friends, and that no one really dies and no one suffers except for in the game. The game is not reality, and reality is reality. And you have the power to express your reality within the game once you have learned how to do so. You are essentially saying that a soul can only choose positivity in a world where negativity also exists. If there were no protagonist in this world, that there'd be no opportunity for a human soul to choose good or evil, and thus prove on a spiritual level that they deserve one afterlife fate over another. If we only had positivity to choose from, that we'd learn nothing and our souls would manage to prove nothing. Is this correct? Exactly. That is the reason why we came. It is a great sacrifice to us, hard as it is to comprehend from within the mental confines of the third density life experience. We do it because we love you. An extremely basic concept, but one I've so far managed to overlook. Unfortunately for those of us who love our earthly existence, or rather the potential it has, it's rather difficult to come to terms with the concept whereby suffering and slavery are as natural as love and happiness, and that only after this earthly existence can we ever be free. Yes, I understand. Our job is to provide the catalyst. Yours is to use it. Can you look beyond what your eyes are showing you to find and express love and happiness in a world of fear and distress? If you can, you will be as a beacon of light into the darkness. Will you succumb to the darkness, or will you stand and shine your divine inner light? Only you can make that decision for yourself. If the one infinite creator is infinite and has created everything that is, then does the infinite creator not reside within all things? When you can see the divine spark of the infinite creator, even within those who would mean you harm, the strong grip of illusion will begin to lose its power over you. Love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, to quote. Thank you, Hidden Hand. Whether you're genuine or not, you've certainly got me thinking and learning. You are very welcome. I am genuine, but would it matter even if I were not? Remember, it is not who the messenger is that is of the greatest import, but however it is the nature of the message itself. I wish you well on your journey home. We will see you on the other side, and we'll all have a good old laugh about the parts we've played in this grand drama. Is there any way to cancel this restriction? Because I could just be very lazy or under this kind of spell.